The clock was ticking down the final minutes. No, not the final minutes until a bomb exploded, but close enough. It was December 23rd, 2 days until Christmas, 30 minutes before winter break began, and I could leave for my week of fun in the snow at Lake Tahoe. Maybe I'd meet a hot ski instructor looking for a fling with earth-shattering sex. When was the last time I'd had sex like that? Good question. Unfortunately, it was one I had no answer for, other than it had been a very, very, very long time. No, I didn't mean that I hadn't had sex in an extremely long time, which was technically true. I just meant, well, I think you get the picture.
Miss Versteeg,
Jessica said, bouncing in her seat, her arms stretched up as though she were trying to touch the classroom ceiling.
Will you read us a story?
A symphony of excited voices filled the room, 21 first graders agreeing with Jessica's request. I smiled at their grinning faces. All right, we have time for one book. What story would you like to hear? Maybe they would like to hear the one about the princess who could do no right by her family. No matter what she did, they were never happy. She got engaged to the prince they didn't approve of. She became an elementary school teacher instead of following the family tradition of becoming a lawyer. And then, because her prince, her one true love, didn't love her in return? Yes, that was a shocker to her, too. He dumped her. She did eventually marry another prince, one her family did approve of. This meant their kingdoms would at last be united. At least that was the case until he ran off, translation, had an illicit affair, with a witch. Did her royal family send its knights to bestow vengeance on such wanton disregard of the poor princess's feelings?
Miss Versteeg,
Tommy said, waving a book at me with jolly old St. Nick on the cover and interrupting my not-so-pleasant stroll down memory lane.
Can you read "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" to us?
Smiling, I took the book from him. Of course. I indicated for everyone to sit in the reading corner. The scraping of chairs against the tiled floor and loud voices clambered over each other in the air. Normally, I'd remind my students to use their indoor voices. This time, I didn't bother. I just absorbed their happiness. Everyone deserved to be happy, especially at this time of year. Less than 30 minutes later, the story was read, everything was tidied away in preparation for the winter holiday, and 22 glowing faces were waiting by the classroom door. Does everyone have all their coats, mittens, hats, and boots? I asked, loud enough to be heard over the chatter. It never failed. Each day, at least one item was forgotten in my classroom. Remember, you won't be able to return for missing items until school starts in January. I glanced at the clock again. 10, 9, 8. 22 little engines revved, unable to hold back much longer. 5, 4, 3. Have a wonderful holiday break, everyone. The buzzer hummed loudly through the classroom, and 22 eager students were out the door faster than Santa could say ho, ho, ho. And I was left standing in my empty classroom, with the same sense of emptiness gnawing at my bones. I pushed the pity party aside. Who had time for that? In less than 24 hours, I would be swoosh, swoosh, swooshing down the beginner ski run. While, I might add, looking sexy in my new winter gear. Or at least, I hoped I looked sexy. Had I ever skied before? Nope, not at all. My family preferred to vacation in sunny locations. My ex-husband was allergic to the snow. Well, not literally, metaphorically.